What is going on, guys? Baint from REX Digital, a marketing agency and software company built by a landscaper for landscapers. And in this video, I'm going to share with you guys how to get more lawn care clients fast. Now, this is a very common question that I get in the comment section of my videos and in my live streams and stuff like that. So today I'm going to go over, in my opinion, what the best method is for getting new customers for your lawn care or landscaping business fast, and how to go about doing it, right? And give you some strategies, some things that you can apply right away. So the most common question that's pretty much a follow-up to this, it starts with, how do I get lawn care customers fast? And then, okay, how should I do it, right? Should I do yard signs, door-to-door, flyers, door hangers, direct mail? What's the best method for this, right? And while I believe that all of these options right here are viable and that you should experiment with them at some point in time, depending on where you're at with your business, it may or may not make sense for you to start with those things, right? Or I'm all about, what is the highest return on investment, whether it be with my time or my money, that I can make to grow my business right now. And I'm going to share with you what I truthfully believe is the thing that you can use to get you more customers. And while this works extremely good with lawn care, because it's kind of a copy paste service and everybody has a lawn that could potentially need to get cut, right? It also works good for landscaping and hardscaping as well. But with lawn care, because it's just such a high demand service, it's going to spread very, very quickly, right? So no matter if you've been in business for 0 years, you're just getting started, this is you right here launching your business this season. Maybe you've been in business for 2 to 3 years, starting to get your feet wet. You understand the game a little bit and you're ready to grow and expand. That's why you want more customers. Or maybe you've been in business for 10 plus years. You know, you've got a pretty big customer base. You're just looking to expand a little bit more. And you know, who doesn't want more customers and clients, right? More customers, more clients means more revenue for the business. Now, most of the time when guys are asking, how do I do this fast? It's the people that are in this 0 to 2 to 3 year range where they're trying to accelerate their business, get to that point where they're generating multiple six figures so they can start to really double down, get more crews, more employees, maybe start to separate themselves from the field a little bit. And all of those things are possible when you start to get more customers, right? So let's talk about, in my opinion, one of the best methods to use, especially when you're in this like kind of startup phase, you can call it. And that is to do something that might surprise some of you guys, but we are going to hire our clients. Now, some of you are probably thinking, what? Hire my clients? What do you mean by that? Well, we all know that word of mouth is the best marketing ever, right? And I'm telling you this as a marketer. What you want and the things that allow businesses to grow exponentially is word of mouth, right? Because word of mouth costs you $0. And the clients that get referred to you via word of mouth are basically a closed deal that you got for free. Because here's the thing, right? When we get recommended a product or service or a company, because it's coming from someone that we know, like, or trust, right? Like if our friends or our family recommend something to us, there's a couple things that happen psychologically that make us more likely to purchase that thing, that product, or that service. And it's because the objections that we would normally have in our brains, right? Like, it costs too much. Does it work? Is it good? Is it going to help me? Is it valuable? Is it trustworthy? All these questions that you normally have to answer for new clients, people that have never experienced any of your products or services before, right? Like when you show up to an estimate and you're walking around with a homeowner that you've never met before and you're taking, your first impression and you're about to try to sell them something, these might be questions that they're asking that you have to answer, get them to believe and believe the right thing in order for them to buy from you, right? In order for them to hire you. However, when these people receive a recommendation about you from friends or family, because they trust their friends and family, the objections, those questions about, does it cost too much? Is it good? Is it valuable? Are they trustworthy? Do they show up on time? Do they break your windows? Are they, good guys? Are they going to leave cigarette butts in my lawn? All the things that customers and homeowners think about when they're trying to hire their lawn guy, they don't have to think about that stuff, or they don't think about them as much. when they get recommended by a family or friend, because they already trust the person that recommendation is coming from, right? So they trust you as a byproduct of that. And this is why word of mouth works. This is why it is the best advertising, because not only is it free, not only does it spread not like wildfire, but over time it has this exponential curve, right? But also because all of the recommendations that you get from word of mouth are basically freebies, man. If you can't close word of mouth jobs, there's something wrong. Like, you need to rethink your sales process, because those are the layups, man. Those are the fucking slam dunks. So word of mouth is absolutely great. And here's the thing about word of mouth, right? Negative word of mouth spreads like wildfire, but positive word of mouth spreads slowly over time, right? And that's why when you've got a business that's been, running for 10 plus years, a lot of these guys don't necessarily struggle with getting more clients. All the landscapers that I talk to that have been in business for like 10 plus years, unless they're trying to like franchise or grow to be really big, a lot of these guys are like, yo, I'm maxed out. I got like 5 crews and I'm booked all season. That's because they've taken this, which is time, and their positive reputation has slowly snowballed to the point where they get a ton of word of mouth referrals. They have a ton of returning customers, and they've kind of maxed out their offense, so to speak, where like, their marketing is almost done exclusively by their customers, right? And they don't have to necessarily put a ton of effort into marketing or getting new clients. Now, this is something that can work for you and against you, obviously, because like we just said, negative word of mouth spreads like wildfire, and positive word of mouth is a slow, long burning snowball that you need to, slowly build up over time. However, we can accelerate this. The positive word of mouth can be incentivized, and we can use the positive word of mouth to grow our business very, very fast if we do this correctly. But in order to do that, we need to hire our clients. And this is where we're bringing it back full circle. This is the strategy that you're going to want to use. This is what I would call word of mouth acceleration or incentivization, whatever. Because here's the thing, right? The reason why positive word of mouth spreads so slowly is because people have no real reason to do this for you. Everyone supports you starting your business, but we all know that getting our friends and family to like post or reshare or like our pictures on social media or to leave a good review on Google, it's like you got to pull their arms. It's crazy. Even with clients that you might have a really good personal relationship with, that you've, done services for, that really like you and you like them, and, you've got a good thing going on. We all have those clients that are like, more homies than they are, clients at one point or another. You kind of, get to know them and become friends with them. And even sometimes with them, it's hard to get them to leave a review or do other things. And that's because something that you need to understand is people are busy. People have lives. I mean, these are homeowners. They got stuff going on they got to worry about the house. Maybe they have kids, a wife, a job, whatever. There's a million things going on in their life, right? And sometimes the last thing ever on their list that they're thinking about or not thinking about at all is, oh, I should help out my landscaping guy. He's done a really good job with the lawn this year. In their mind, as long as they pay your invoice and it's like off of their mind, right? So how do we get them to do these things for us? How do we hire them? Well, you incentivize them. It's very, very simple, right? And now this is where you can use a little bit of your creative brain. You're a business owner. You've got some, business savviness. You've got some creative energy. You've got some entrepreneurial spirit in you. Use this and take this principle and just apply it in different ways, because there's a million and one ways you could go about doing this. Hiring your clients simply means giving them a reason to do what you want. Now, this could be leaving a review on Google, which will ultimately get you more clients because your rankings are going to improve. Topic for another video. We've made videos about this already. I'll link them in the description. But let's talk about getting more clients, right? Because there's a couple ways that we could do this. One great method would be give them a gift card. Give them something that they want, right? Could give them like $15 to Starbucks, or maybe there's a really good local restaurant in town that everybody goes to. be creative with this. Give them something in return. And sometimes the Starbucks or like the gift card stuff works better for reviews, because it's like, you hand them or you can go up to them and be like, hey, I'll give you this, $15 Starbucks gift card if you just leave us a review on Google, just kind of as a thank you. And it helps us a lot out too. Or if you're trying to get them to refer other people, like we've been talking about, a great one is free services or discounted services. Now you might be like, I don't want to work for free, or I don't want to give them money off. But here's the thing. It's going to cost you money to get more clients regardless of what you do, because you can spend, like $100 for 100-yard signs. I know there's a couple promotions out there that do that. Door to door, that's going to cost you a lot of time. And you're going to get a lot of no's. You're going to get a lot of doors slammed in your face. Sometimes this might actually hurt your reputation more than it helps. Flyers and door hangers, this is going to be expensive too. You got to print these off, and then you got to go either do it yourself or pay one of your employees to go hang these on doors. So this is costing you time and money. And then direct mail is costing you money. You got to get the cards printed, and then you got to pay the delivery service to take these on their routes and put them in mailboxes for you, right? You got to pay to have your website made. You got to pay for SEO to get it to rank. You got to pay for Google Ads to show up at the top of Google. All of these things, every client acquisition method is going to cost you money. But I guarantee you, whatever it's going to cost you to give your client a free mow for every client that they refer to you, that is going to be the highest return. That is going to be the cheapest customer acquisition that you ever have, right? So here's what I would do. Free mow for every client that signs onto our program, because let's be honest, a lot of you guys on average are probably mowing a lawn for like, I don't know, 30 to 50 bucks. That's on the low end, right? A lot of them are probably higher if you're doing like half acre properties, whatever. So a free mow for every client that they refer to you, that signs onto your program, that's going to be worth a lot to you, right? That's going to be very valuable. That's a pretty fair trade. Or you can do a discounted service for every client that uses one of your services, right? So for mowing, it's great because let's say you mow a lawn for 50 bucks, and that customer, right, refers you to someone that now you mow their lawn for 50 bucks. So it cost you 50 bucks to make 50 bucks when you do that first cut. But here's the thing. You've already been mowing that first customer, and you're going to keep mowing the second. So now you basically just doubled your weekly, monthly, bi-weekly revenue, whatever, for a cost of $50. You spent 50 bucks one time to make double the amount of money that you are currently making for the rest of the season, right? Tell me that's not the highest return that you can possibly get. You spent one time fee to get a client that's going to be recurring for a service, right? Or let's apply this one to something like fall cleanups, right? Now, depending on where you're at, I'm in New Hampshire. There's a ton of leaves. Properties get absolutely destroyed in the fall. And so most fall cleanup prices, $500, $400, all the way up to like $750. I know some of the commercial, landscaping companies, their bare minimum to even show up at a residential property with a leaf sucker and some backpack blowers is $750. So like if you have a client and you get them to refer somebody for a fall cleanup, you can give them 10, 15, 20% off. And whatever that money is that they're saving, you're making way more than that in profit even on that newly acquired customer or client, right? I hope all of this is making sense, because in the long run, you taking the hit to do a discounted or to do a free service for one of your existing clients is going to be way cheaper for you. It's going to be any advertising cost. It's going to be any cost per client acquired for any other marketing service. And I truthfully believe that this is the fastest way to grow and scale your lawn care or landscaping business. And it is by hiring your existing clients to do some marketing for you, to leave reviews for you. But to summarize this whole video in one quick sentence, it's you need to incentivize them to do it, right? And how you go about doing that, whether it be free services or discounted services, that is up to you. You can find a price point that is fair, that makes sense for you and for your business. But ultimately, whatever it costs you to get your clients to refer other people, it is going to be way cheaper than advertising. It's 100% going to be worth it. So I hope you guys found this valuable. Steal this method, take this and apply it to your own business today. Let me know how it goes. If you're a landscaper that's doing less than 100K per year and you need help in one-on-one coaching and consultation, maybe some strategies and tips like the ones in this video that you can use to grow past that 6-figure mark, there's a link in the description for you. You can book a free call and we'll go through some of this stuff. Also, if you're a landscaping business doing 200K-ish plus and you want to continue to grow and expand, definitely book a strategy session. It's the first link in the description of this video, and you can get a one-on-one strategy call with me, and we can go through all the different ways that we can take our customer acquisition systems, drop them into your business so that you can continue to grow and scale. Again, hope you guys found this valuable. Thanks for sticking around. If you made it to the end of the video, consider liking, subscribing. We got more landscape marketing content coming very soon. In the meantime, keep crushing it this season. I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right. Peace.